Hey, what's going on? Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. Y'all hit the like button as y'all gather. Y'all hit the like button for me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, okay. I see some comments now. Okay, so I see a few people here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hit the like button, y'all. Okay, so as you can tell by the title of this video, you already know this video is going to be controversial, but okay. So, should married women date? A lot of ladies have asked me this in the past, and they always want to know, is it okay if I date? Is it okay if I get a sugar daddy? Is it okay if I have a boyfriend? And, blah 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 blah, because I don't really want to be with my husband, or this and that, or we're too different now. um I feel that men do this all the time. They date while they're married, because many women have been telling me that they've been meeting married men more than single men. So if married men are out dating, then why shouldn't married women? you know um So that is my take on the whole situation. I feel if there are more men out there dating or acting single, and um, the society is fine with it, I don't see why women can't join and do the same, because it's just a matter of double standards. You can do what you like. Marriage doesn't make you um, any different than the person that you're married to, or the next person, unless you choose to do otherwise. So you said, should married women date? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Married women can do whatever married men can do. That should be the standard. If especially if they want you to pay for something, or go 50-50, or is not just, being the type of person you need them to be, then I feel that that could definitely open up some people's minds as to if they should or shouldn't date in a marriage. And I know people are asking, well, why don't you just get a divorce? Or why don't you just separate? And why don't you just do that? Because a lot of stuff could be financially tied up, or it takes too long, or one person is being stubborn, or something like that. So a lot of times people just stay together just because of all that extra stuff that they would have to do to actually get a divorce, and also for children, and total, um, security and things like that. So I feel that when people get to that point in their marriage or relationship, or they could care less, or they don't really care, I feel that a lot of people tend to lean towards dating while married. And this gives a lot of false hope to people, like especially women, when they're dating married men. And I can tell you, um, I I dated, well, my husband that I have now was married when I met him. And y'all already know this if y'all have been on my channel for a long time. But when you're young, especially when you're a young woman, you don't really care after you find out. The initial shock could be, um, jolting, but when you find out, it's like, okay, well, I'm young. I mean, your confidence is very high, as I can steal them from their husband, or they'll divorce her for me, or I can steal this husband. Or your confidence is very high because you're young and you feel like you have the advantage. Or it could be the opposite, like you feel like you look better. Or even if y'all are the same age, you feel like you just have an edge on the competition, if you consider the wife the competition. But at the same time, it's almost as if You don't care because you know you can have what you want if you truly want it. So a lot of people will definitely go with, a relationship like that, and then, do whatever their plans were to do. And so a lot of people won't, because, they believe in the sanctity of marriage and blah, 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 or they feel guilty or they feel this or they feel that. But literally, it's up to the individual of how they feel about something or how they want to create their lives. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that a lot of people do date outside of their marriage, and a lot of people continue to do that, and a lot of people don't have problems with it. It's just, I think eventually it will come to a point where um, people will decide if they want to stay or if they want to leave. But I know a lot of people are like, they don't want, it's kind of like a job almost. You don't want to leave one job without having another. Or if you do, you'd rather know that you can get any position that you choose. So it's almost like that when it comes to a lot of relationships. And this is why men tend to move on so quickly after a divorce, because chances are they've already been in a relationship prior to the divorce. And so I feel like a lot of women are now starting to do the same thing because of how they've seen a lot of people quickly move forward or move on from the next. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that's unhealthy because you need time to heal. Well, most of the time in a relationship or a marriage, you're not healing or doing any of those things. You're just, at a point where you want to do something, but you are unable to do so. So it's not about all of that. What it is about, for a lot of women who have, like I've done consultations with in the past, they always say, like, well, what if I get caught, or what if I get caught? I feel that it depends on why you are dating outside of your relationship. Depends on what happens if you get caught. Okay. Um, if you're dating outside your marriage because you don't get attention, or the spark is gone, or blah 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 blah, then chances are I don't think that they'll care as much or even investigate or anything like that. It would have to be blatant and right in their face. Um, so unless you're very sloppy and not very smart or careful, then you don't think you might not have to worry about it. But if it's a person who's very controlling and wants to, constantly check on you and make sure you're where you say you are and things like that, then that person is giving you attention. But if you're not into them anymore, then, you're going to have to be a little bit more clever, I'll say. But at the same time, you know, um, it's very strange that someone would definitely consider dating while married and not care about if they get caught or not. And those type of people that do that, they don't feel a certain way about anything at this point, and it's like, almost as if they're rolling dice. Because I've seen a lot of married men do that. They don't care. It's like they're rolling dice. Uh-huh. So, and I also feel like if a married woman or a married man is dating while married, they shouldn't put so much emphasis on what the relationship is going to turn into with that person that they're dating until that person starts asking. Like, the married person should never, in my opinion, talk about their future with a certain person um, until they're not married. That should be the other person who they're dating to talk about the future, because that is also allowing them to imagine a life without um, being married and being with this other person. So the married person should never say, "Oh, I'm going to marry you," or "Oh, we're going to be together forever," or I feel that that is wrong. But what I do feel is correct is never saying or giving false hope for a future until the other person sees it in their mind first. And that's, I mean, that's just kind of, common courtesy. Uh-oh, Percy. You said, "Good morning, Shira. Today I'm a little emotional. I feel bad for a few hearts. For the few hearts I've broken in the past, should I go back and apologize to those women?" If you feel like it's going to help you, I mean, I feel if you broke somebody's hearts or several women's hearts, and if you feel like it's going to help you, then yeah, go back and apologize. But if you're not apologizing for yourself, and if you want to apologize to those other women, I don't suggest you apologizing to those other women because they might see it as a way of you wanting them back. So don't apologize. Just you know apologize to yourself in your mind. I would never like go and apologize to someone because they might take it in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So, you said yes, apologize to them. Someone says yes, apologize. I would say no. You apologize. Yeah, you can apologize to yourself or for yourself. Make a public apology, maybe not directly to them, but I would never, get up in somebody's DM and say, "I'm sorry for what I did," because to them, you might not have done anything, or they may take it the wrong way as if, oh, you're apologizing. What made you come to this conclusion? And then it's going to keep leading on to the next thing. So I really wouldn't do that. I would focus on not repeating the same mistakes in the future, unless, you know, whatever. Hmm. What if a guy finds you your What if a guy finds you immature? He's 33, I'm 26, but I'm told I'm mature. I don't know. Like, I think he's at that age where he's trying to act grown and like he's got his life together, girl. So you won't have to fit the description of that type of woman. He's probably in his career and trying to be all extra and bougie to impress coworkers and bosses and colleagues. But I think he's trying to tell you that right now. We'll wait till he get 40 something. It's gonna be the opposite. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a guy find? Okay, I already read that one. Embrace yourself in your last relationship. Your ego is killing me. You embarrassed yourself in your last relationship. Your ego is killing me. Killing me. Your ego is killing me. Um. Well, who cares? What's life without risks? I really wouldn't care. Look, that will, at least it's over, and you can move on to the next one. Yeah. Men that are married date outside all the time. Watching them move makes me not want to be married. Not if I'm going to be cheated on or disrespected. That makes a lot of people not want to be married. But at the same time, if you see that, then you'll marry according to what is most important to you if you ever do decide to marry. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever do decide to marry and you see how a lot of married men are out here, you're gonna choose different than the average woman would, or the typical woman, I should say, would choose the type of man to marry. Okay. How did you embarrass yourself? Did you pull that Denzel Washington move from Training Day to King Kong? I got it. King Kong ain't got nothing on you. I don't know. I mean, it was called Training Day for a reason, I guess. Hmm. All I find are married men coming towards me. Oh, how do I change that? They are incredible men, except they are married. That's how you change it. You got to be a spectacular woman to change their marital status, darling. Okay. Uh, or you got to be a spectacular man to change a woman's marital status. So, it's almost as if some people take it as a challenge and some people just say, oh, no, I'm not going to deal with that. So it just depends on what someone's motivation is or what someone's plans are. How can women like us have long-lasting, healthy relationships such as yours? Appreciate your be who you are, unapologetically, and make sure whoever you're with for a long term knows that about you, knows who you are. That way, when you act like who you are, it's not a surprise. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my that's my best advice. Like, be who you are and don't stray from who you are. Remain who you are unapologetically. And so when you act like who you are, there's no arguments that could be. I went out with a surgeon a few weeks ago. He isn't texting you much, and you think he just wants to be friends, though it went well. He said, I'm attractive. What went wrong? Nothing went wrong. He just said he wants to be friends. So allow that friendship to be. You can still date other people, you know? Mm-hmm. This is now you have a surgeon friend. If that's who you want to be friends with. Yeah. Doesn't mean he'll stay a friend forever, or it could be. You don't ever know. Should you rob him in his sleep? He busted my lip with remote control. No, just steal the whole remote control, baby. That's messed up. You can't find the remote control. Robbery is a little bit different. You can end up in jail for robbery. Just steal the remote. That's very annoying. You're gonna be looking for it, and every time he look for it, he gonna remember what he did with that remote, and he ain't gonna be able to find it. He gonna have to call the whole cable company to come out and bring him a remote. Uh-oh, Percy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, the reason you asked the first question was because when I was a kid, the reason why you asked the first question is because when you were a kid, you wanted to be a good man. But when I grow up, I realized how hard it was trying to be better man to a lucky woman. Oh, okay. You want to be a better man to a lucky woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I mean, whoever that woman is that you want to be a better man to, I don't know if you've met them yet, but mm, I would say be who you are, except don't do the things that you did to mess up the relationship. I mean, because if you try to become a whole different person, that might not work. Just be who you are and choose different when it comes to making the decisions that were your mistakes last time. That's all I can tell you. Should you try to pursue friendships with men with the intent of making them into romantic relationships? No. Um, it depends on how you get along with someone, but I don't feel like that should be your initial reason. I don't think that should be your first reason. Mhm. But if it should turn into something like that, then that's better. But if I don't think that should be your reason for going into a friendship. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh, self-worth, goddess X. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. All right. Sure. Can I explain my take on friendships? I feel like female friendships are true soulmates, not men. I don't know, because like I don't feel like female relationships, unless they're with your like children or close, relative or something, you can't really trust too many people in the world. And from my experience, when I was, as I was growing up, and I don't ever feel that having a relationship with someone outside of your family, even some people in your family, I feel that it's safer to kind of, keep more to yourself, and not really be like looking for people to have friendships with, because I feel like friendship should not ever be forced. I feel like friendship should happen naturally. And I feel like friendship should just be something that occurs naturally and is not forced, and doesn't feel like you have to maintain it or work at it. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about friendships. I don't feel like it should be a job or work. Uh-oh, Terry, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to level up when you're physically disabled, unable to walk, but still want to stun? And you better work them arms and magic hands and get your makeup and hair did. Look cute. However you get around, girl. Focus on what you can fix. Level up what you can level up. That's how I feel. Your advice is always like, go, uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Nice girl. Appreciate that. So, the the you said you broke up with all your boyfriends and you're ready for inner work and this self journey. Well, that's great. Can you recheck the title of the video? It may have been chopped off. I don't know what it say, girl. What does it say? What does my title say? Amen Amen should want you more than you want him. Yeah. It says, should women date? That's all. Okay. Well, maybe it didn't fit the whole thing. Maybe you just have to click. I'll change it afterwards. Or maybe I could change it on here while we're still live. Hey. Let me check this. Sometimes I can change it on here. My phone. Oh, I guess that would be a misleading title, huh? Hee. Because it's not going to mean what I need it to mean. Let me go ahead and edit that, if I can. Can I? I don't know if I can edit it here. I'll edit it on the next screen. Hold on, see if I can do it. But appreciate y'all telling me that, because I really thought I typed something else. Oh, here we go. Wonder if I can edit that. Here we go. Yeah, I can. Okay. Yay. Whoever told me, appreciate that. All right. Done. Should be done for the future. All right. You're 24, but most older men, even men your own age, are either taken, engaged, married, have serious relationships that they were in from a young age, or have children. They are broke and are on drugs. Girl, you need to move. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get out of your comfort zone, or start going places where that's not the norm. You know? That's why I feel like get out of your comfort zone and get to different environments. And also do different, like, the type of man that you would like to attract, see what he's attracted to. And, try to make sure that you're looking like you trying to attract somebody that looks, or that is the type of man you want. Is there a way to leverage a friendship of a married man who is rich? He is not generous with me, but may have single friends. How else can the friendship be beneficial? I mean, that's a great idea if they have single friends or friends that, you know, are your type. But if they're not really your type, then it's not really um, it's not really beneficial to you. But if they are, then yeah. Um, if the married man is okay with that, but it really won't matter because I'm sure he'll know once you get around those friends what the deal is. Okay. Oh, you like my blouse? Appreciate that, sprinkle sprinkle. Should you tell your well off but stingy boyfriend you're going to work at the strip club because he's being cheap? I have another one who's trying to bag me. Well, you could just say you're a wait. You can be a waitress at a nightclub. You don't have, see, if you say strip club, it's too obvious. So you're just gonna say, I'm gonna go be a cocktail waitress at night. I'm gonna apply to a bunch of clubs, and then go back later and be like, okay, I got a job, so I'll see y'all tomorrow or see you later. Da, 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 da. And then if you'll say, well, where do you work? I'll say, oh, just one of the clubs on such and such street. Um, yeah, it's make it like a nice place, and then that's it. And just go, like that's your free time, I guess. Okay, loving how this was changed from should women date to should. Yeah, that's the title I meant to put. I think that I might have had a typo or thought that I had typed that word, but had to add it back. Okay. I would never deal with married men again. It was total waste of time and energy. Okay. You think you are scared off by surgeon because you pushed commitment right away. Girl, why would you do that? Oh my goodness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he want to take his time finding someone. Now he wants to be friends because I pushed for it. And he said, girl, yeah, I'll be trying to be friends and then not friends. If you pushing for that stuff that quick, girl, that's crazy. Honestly, um, that's a little fast. It's like it's scary. Okay. Telling him it's a strip club is bad. Just don't say strip club. Just say club. If you say strip club, it's too obvious why you're doing it. You know what I mean? He's going to have to pull that information out of you. I mean, you could say strip club, but I would just say a club, and then he would have to get the information out slowly. That way, it doesn't look like it's a setup. You know what I mean? Okay. Is that funny though? Can I still get the surgeon now? Girl, you done scared him off. He's scared. How you gonna scare somebody like that? I know it's close to Halloween, but come on. I know it's close to Halloween, but you ain't got to be that scary. Thank you, Izzy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. So if the guy is a surgeon, he obviously knows he's a good candidate for a husband material. And then when you try to hurry up and lock him down, that's scary. It's like, dang, can I be the one to decide when it's time to get serious? You know? When a man asks you out on a date, it doesn't mean he trying to get married. Okay. If you could get him, you can get another one, girl. Please, just your boyfriend is getting comfortable and mean how to get him back in your control. Cut him off. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how. Cut him off. Don't do anything that you have normally done. Just stop. Mm-hmm. How to be focused on bag, even nothing is happening nice at the moment. Always have a way to get money without really having to focus on it. That's why I always tell women start their own business. Even making money while you are not doing anything is better than having to constantly stay focused. And that's only when you want to feel creative or like you're pushing whatever your bag is to the next level, or if you're trying to get a bag, like if you're trying to get a man with money or whatever, then definitely just keep that in mind every time you wake up, get dressed, and go out to wherever you go. Okay. What's my cash app? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I'm gonna put it here for you. Okay. Oh, yeah. Get my cash app. There you go. I'll pin that as my cash app, baby. Let me see what I sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you only want the surgeon guy, girl. Then change your name, identity, get a different wig, and do your makeup a lot different, and change your name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you need to date one of his coworkers. Either way, he might want you back. If you don't seem like you're crazy or the same person. Is it okay I talk about the men in your work? I want to make him jealous. Oh my gosh, not again. Yeah, go ahead, talk about him. You're gonna make him. You're gonna make him mad. That's what you're gonna make him. Unless you're trying to quit your job and be like, I'm trying to quit because these men are always, talking to me in a certain way that I don't like. Then see if you're gonna pay your bills, girl. Are you the prize or is he? Are you the prize or is he? Um. Well, most of the time, like, how do you get a prize? Like, how do you win a prize? That's what I'm thinking about. Like the word prize. You either have to compete or win at something in order to have the prize. So I feel that a prize definitely is sought after. So whoever is being sought after is definitely a prize. Do you recommend any? This is wrong channel, babe. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You have Okay. Money men is not real relationship. Since some women feel that way, they then get yourself a pimp and you lose your soul to the lost world. Huh? Who said money man is not real relationship? If no one says it was a real relationship, but it is a relationship, Um, the same way men marry women not for the reason that they should have married them for. That's not a real relationship either, but it happens every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's not one sided. A man can marry a woman based on one thing, and that's it. And a woman can marry a man based on another thing, and that's it. It may not be real, but it was the reason that they actually entered into the marriage. So it's not about what's real or not. People know what's real or not when they get into something. That's common sense, but at the same time, you know, um, I feel like if you go into any type of contract or anything without knowing why you're there, it's more difficult um, when you realize that it's not everything you thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh, Crystal, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your man pays all the bills, but he got you a building for your business. Okay. You still choose to work your day job and strip to stack up just in case I do too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If does he know about it? I mean, it's always good to keep your own money. I would say if when your business, like if you fear that, I would say if your business makes more than you make stripping, you can kind of, slow down on that part. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to start making more than you make in your business. There you go. But hey, some people may compare like some people may like if you're a stripper and you just like the attention and the art of stripping, then maybe you could be like a pole dancer instructor or whatever, dance instructor or whatever, or just like with clothes on. You know what I mean? Okay. You somebody say have your own studio. That's correct. Hmm. Okay. Better clean your somebody's. I'm tired of rich cheap men. That's funny. Okay. Well, you said the young ones too? Oh my goodness. How to help your ego when you are rejected for the first time ever and you have no idea why. I'm pretty attractive and most guys like me. I would, you know what? Just say they couldn't handle you, baby. Some men are afraid of you say you're pretty attractive. Some men are afraid of pretty attractive women because they feel like they're not going to be able to keep them, so they don't even try. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I would feel like. Okay, well, they already know I'm gonna be hard to satisfy and keep, so they not even finna try. So, I mean, that's how you can help your ego, I guess. It's like, okay, well, at least they knew before they tried. Because like I had that type of demeanor. Like I'm not easily impressed. It takes a lot to impress me. I don't I da, da, da. It takes a lot to get me to do whatever type of response you need from me or whatever. Because it's almost as if I stay unbothered. Sorry. It's almost as if I stay unbothered unless someone is really persistent. That's just what it is. He said, "How can you be rejected when you don't chase men?" Exactly. You can't be rejected. All you can do is say it's a reverse rejection and someone just couldn't handle it, or someone just got scared and backed out. It's not a rejection. Not to me. Okay. So, you know how people say you're a handful. Some people got little hands, baby. You gotta be able to hold somebody and make them realize that you are serious. Otherwise, I don't feel like it was a rejection. I feel like it's like avoiding um, their ability to be able to handle you. He used to spend all his time when he was warm and nice. Now I don't exist in his world. Well, get somebody else, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do I do if my provider, sugar daddy, starts talking about marrying me? He's still legally married. How do you handle it? Um, get all the stuff you need out of him first. Act like you believe whatever he's saying, and gather your stuff from him, whatever it is. Then once you have everything you want, and he thinks you believe him about the marriage, and if you still want him, then you ask, well, we'll talk about that when you visit the divorce lawyer and get things rolling. And see, now you have everything that you want and not too much to lose, because he's been giving you whatever you want, because you believe whatever he's telling you and you're acting like you believe it. And so now you hold the cards, because now you can just leave and be fine, or help him to get to the next level of whatever he's promising you by instructing him on what to do. Okay, well, visit the divorce lawyer and we'll talk about it. And act like you got the options now. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Should we always turn men down nicely if they don't pose if they're not posing a threat to you? You can. I mean, I think it's nice to turn down people nicely, but if they're disrespecting you and things like that, and you're afraid or something, you can always make up a lie. Like, oh yeah, no problem. Let me go pick up my kids. Then you have a bunch of kids, fictional kids. Or no problem. Let me go and just make up something that they'll excuse themselves from easily and not ask for your number. Telling them they can't afford us is mean. One guy got his feelings hurt. It is mean, but at the same time, if you say it in a different way, like, the men, like, normally when I date someone, they pretty much take care of everything, and I don't have to do much. So, I'm spoiled. I'm very used to this, and that. So that's what I like. Basically, you telling them the same thing, but in a nice way. The wealthy divorced men avoid committing again. How can women get past their guard? Don't act like you want to get married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Act like you don't care about marriage. As long as you're not married, you're on the market, free as um as you want to be, according to your own discretion. Okay. And act accordingly, plan accordingly, speak accordingly. Until then, he wants to, make you commit. Mhm. You say he is old and always texts you. You mentioned calling him, but he doesn't. Oh, you mentioned calling him, but he doesn't. He has spent money on me, but it's not enough. Should I ignore him? Allow him to get your attention to where you feel like you should speak with him. I think your standards are important. Oh, Pan African BMGTOWA1 black man. What? That's a long name. Yeah, I know you put a lot of thought into that. But what if, like many other women, failed to put a ring on it before? What if I, like many other women, failed to put a ring on it before? Huh? Oh, you're a woman? I'm not sure. um, then that's why you have options. That's why dating is not exclusive until you get serious. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Eh, 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 eh. Okay. You're 20 and dressing classy, but still getting approached by young guys. What could be doing wrong? Going to the places where young guys hang out. You gotta go where old people hang out, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You trying to get an older man, you go where the older people hang out. I mean, try that. You went over to your Mama D channel. Oh, Mama D channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, it's a lot of trolls on YouTube, so a lot of people don't respond to new people or people they don't know very well in the comments sometimes because there's so many trolls that people have to block. So I wouldn't take anything personally, honestly. um, he talks about babies all the time, how to make him stop by talking about how expensive babies are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. Change the subject on them, girl. Oh, it's 26. You're 26, but you look younger than your age. If this is a turn off for older men, sir, you look 18. Said I look 18. Well, then you need to put some more makeup on or get a more mature hairstyle or wig or whatever you got to do. Dress um, a little older. I don't know what your face looks like. This this dude who's older likes you. You told him about your insurance bill. He asked how he can help. You found it insulting, like I should beg for it. How would you say it? I could tell him to pay the whole thing. Shoot, that's how you can help. I'm straight up. I don't care. I'd be like, look, you can pay it. Well, you can pay it if you choose. That's exactly what I would say. You can pay it. Okay. So, married women who date are definitely more and more these days. There's more married women dating these days. There's a lot of married men always dating. So I feel like the women are like, okay, well, if they can do it, I can do it. I definitely think that it's always been done, but now it's less taboo because um, of the questions that I get on here all the time. Everybody I meet is always married, but why do they come on to me? The same reason that it's okay for you to date if you're married, because obviously they're out and about for a reason. Okay, that's what I meant. Well, go marry. Go. You're married and you want to date, and you don't feel like it's gonna, harm you or harm anybody. Then do what you got to do because men tend to do that all the time. And a lot of men won't like this message. A lot of men won't like this message because it's as if something is now not theirs anymore solely. So, it's just mean. Why would you do that? That makes people not want to get married. Well, when men do it, it makes people not want to stay married or get married. Especially, a lot of women are saying they won't get married or have kids now because of the type of men that are out here. So what I suggest is, if you are a married woman and you do want to date and you do see married men out there constantly out there dating while they're married, then just, they say men are supposed to lead women, so let them lead you the way that they're going. I'm supposed to be the leader. I'm supposed to be a good, an example of, da da da. Okay, well, thank you for leading. Married ladies, married ladies, I'll go freestyle, have fun. You know, even if you don't meet anyone, even if it's just to mingle and be social, it doesn't matter. Men do it all the time, so it's fine as well. I feel that if you've gotten to that point, then it's obvious that you want to do something, but make sure you have no issues with um, the double standard. Yeah, it's because married women are bored with their women. Well, I'm sure there's a lot of women who are bored with their men. So they might as well, do what the men do. More and more married women are dating all the time. They are. Um, don't women outnumber men? Not sure about the stats. Not anymore because there's a lot of trans people out there. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or genderless people. So it might even out now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, girl, it's even and out itself, obviously. So nature will always balance itself back out, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you go from friends to relationship? If that's what it turns into. If that's what it naturally turns into, but if it doesn't, then probably not. Mm-hmm. You said dating is so non-woke. You're you're too sexually liberated. Your body, your choice in those streets. Okay. These married women dating younger who can sling that they tried taking care of everybody and not getting back. Oh my goodness. That sounds like a man talking with a woman's profile. Girl. Um, you got his attention. I have to dress to impress because he wants to meet up and go on a date. Okay, well have fun. Okay, so definitely make sure that if you are trying to do this, as a woman that you, you know, you make sure. I think you should always be respectful, and not try to put stuff in people's face, or not get caught on purpose. And make sure you're being careful about phone conversations, or times and dates and things like that. Because it's best to keep things peaceful rather than make stuff uncomfortable. So if you are going to do date or just go out and stuff like that, make sure it's comfortable for both people in the marriage. Okay. Okay. Do I tell him how sorry my ex-husband was? Why would you do that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's if you have to ask, the answer is probably going. You already know the answer, girl. No, don't tell him. What? It's always to size things. Men can sleep with anyone and no one hold accountable. Let a woman do this called hold, please. You're going to do you. Please not. I'm not please him. No, okay. Do what you gotta do then. They really don't get it. Uh-huh. And mm-hmm. So, I would say once you open up um yourself to dating other people, it's almost as if you're not taking certain things seriously anymore. And it's also a way of allowing yourself to make sure that you have the type of relationships in your life that you want, or what it could be, or what you could have. I think seeing those things are definitely a positive thing for a woman, especially if she's not 100% sure if she should stay in her marriage or leave, or blah 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 blah. So I definitely feel like sometimes women have to do these things in order to take themselves to the next level, just like men tend to do, which is why a lot of men move on fast after a divorce or a breakup, because they've probably already been dating or being really good friends with someone, depending on their relationship with whoever they end up with after. So yeah, back up exactly. Well, some people might find it dangerous, but I think a lot of people don't really care anymore because so many people are doing this. So I don't know if it's still considered dangerous. I mean, to some people it is. Oh, Percy Sprinkle Sprinkle. I asked this 23-year-old describe a perfect day for you. She said all you can eat buffet. She was a broke college student though. Your thoughts? Oh my goodness. She was hungry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Feed her and then ask her. Okay. Um, take her wherever she want to go eat, and then ask after she full. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Would you travel to another city or country if you were allowed a good amount of money from a sugar daddy, or would you like to meet him first in your city? I'm not traveling anywhere for anybody to meet somebody like that. They're going to come to me because that's just who I am. That's how I feel about it. And I also feel like, um, you know, that's just how it is. Like for me, I don't feel like you should have to put that much effort in as a female, as a woman. And I also feel that if that person's city is not appealing to you, why would you want to go visit it anyway if you never plan on moving there? You know what I'm saying? Unless it's just to visit after you are in a relationship. You know, so I kind of feel like that. Mhm. You knew married women in a nice home and family who made money on webcam still got with God. Oh my God. Girl, that husband did not care. He was like, oh, well, as long as you're happy. Uh, Often these types of arrangements happen in the workplace. I have been involved with or been aware of it. I'm a software. Okay. So most of the women happen to be well, sometimes you got to make sure that when you go to work, you get them work husbands and wives, or girlfriends or boyfriends. Shira, do you think it's safe to be like Japanese women and pay a man if you are married so it is safer? Pay a man? Here's some money to date you? Pay him what? Not no money, right? Pay him compliments? Is that what you meant to say? 'Cause I don't know that don't make no sense. You mean pay him some compliments? Oh, you look nice today. Okay, I'll pay a compliment, but I don't know about the other thing. I don't know about anything else. Then get a compliment. When I see you, my heart is pounding. You sure you ain't got high blood pressure? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got high. Or do I make your blood pressure go high? Huh? Either way, that's a nice compliment. Appreciate it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Marcus is here. Where he been? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so married man keeps trying to hold your hand in public, but has done nothing to support or invest in me. 2 dates in, I keep dropping hints about my needs, but he doesn't get it. Then why are you in public with him holding hands, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do like the men do. Keep you in private. We're not holding hands. We're not even going in public. You don't. You can't earn that. Did he haven't earned after 2 dates and you didn't drop some clues and hints and he got money? Now you're on private mode until you pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You all of a sudden you busy. You got to figure out some financial things. Trying to put some stuff together. Okay. You have to. Your brother invited you to his friend's wedding, or you've been invited to a wedding, or your brother invited you to his birthday party. There's gonna be other men there. Say something like that. Oh, I can't. I'm going to my brother's friend's party that we've known since childhood. It's he's a friend of the family. It's kind of a family thing. So right there, you already know. He's like, oh no, you better help. You better help her. Uh huh. Not the young girls who make money off the men, but married women. Google house seeking arrangements is very popular with married Japanese women. Okay. I don't know, girl. Honestly, people have different motives, you know. So I have been low key since BMF documentary. I don't even know what that is. Do you know that I am? Oh, y'all talking to each other. What's a BMF? Is that Rick Ross song? Anyway, Shira, could you speak more about getting it out of your system? Or should I focus on getting the bag after girl? What are you going to college for? That's my question. Because then you're gonna have to focus on a job after you graduate. And if you took out loans, then you got to focus on paying them loans back. So I don't know what are you going to school for? Do you know what I'm saying? Shira, do you think men value faithfulness? Not if they probably value it, but when it comes to them, they probably don't value it as much. Yeah, you know what I mean? They probably value it in a woman, but not in themselves. Maybe, unless they have gone through some type of life changing thing that made them value it more. Who knows? Gotta go. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See you later. See you tomorrow. If I'm live, so you know, sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye. You said these men need therapy. What do you think when guy only texts you in the daytime but is never available at evening? He claimed he not married. Then he lives with a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you think? Yeah, that don't mean he don't live with no woman. Trying to get you a 5K allowance. He's looking for a relationship. How can I get him to finance your Range Rover? And want to take care of me. He knows I hate my job, and you're gonna have to act, rehearse and stuff and everything, girl. Wait, y'all need to do what I do. Like, do what I did. Wait till it's raining. Show up on his doorstep wet and crying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. You said, how do you handle your time? You are unable to handle the stress. You are a 9 to 5 job, trying to start your business, also trying to work out, cook, clean in your apartment. Drop one thing. Like, why do you have to do all of these things? Can you afford to hire someone to do something, or can you buy food instead of cook, or can you skip working out and just eat less, or like what can you skip? Because that's too much. I ain't to do all of that. Look, take a day off, or take a sick day or a personal day off whenever you can. I'll suggest that. Work out at your lunch break at work if you must work out. Um, Cook all your meals ahead of time and just heat them up. I mean, there's ways to do stuff. Hmm. If you want to, or just order food, child. It doesn't matter as long as you can afford it, or as long as it saves you time. You said if we have to date, I'm ready to divorce. Yeah, but you got that's probably what a lot of people say, and then when you get a separation, then it's the same thing. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Most people do the separation thing first while they're dating. That's why you get a lot of married men who are separated. Okay, it's the same thing. Oh, Marcus, you said you here to claim. Marcus, you can't claim that. You didn't even, I don't even see no money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What excuse to get out of a house? To get out of the house to date? You're going over your mom's. You're going to your go places that whoever is at your house don't like and don't ever want to go. That's where you're going. Places they don't like and don't ever want to go. Church, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When I was a teenager, I used to go to church to date. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to nothing they were saying. I was looking at what was church about. I don't know, but it was good. um, I don't know what church was. You know how like they had like Wednesday nights, youth night or whatever, and when you were like a teenager, girl, we was it was single mingle night to us. Get you a man night. Okay, I was like, what? I'm going to church every Wednesday. I didn't even go on Sunday. That's when the old people go in the big chapel or the big whatever. We go to the little youth part where everybody is close to the same age and be looking cute and stuff. So I don't go to church on Sunday. I go on Wednesday. That's when I did go when I was a teenager. It's like you said you went to church to date too. Okay, praise the Lord. Um, didn't know what they was talking about. Didn't even care. Like, mm-hmm. Uh-huh. You said, "Oh my God, my aunt be sliding. She claimed to be at church all the time." See, told you. See that won't work for me because I'm not a church goer. But I could fake being, I could fake, I could act. I will act. I've been saved. Hallelujah. If there was somebody worth acting for, you know what I'm saying. But like for now, it's not gonna work because it has to be believable. The kids always think they're better. If I had met Shiro at church on a Wednesday back in the day, I would have definitely been. Oh my gosh, no, no baby daddy. Mm-mm. If I want to visit Greece and he's paying for tickets and extra, is it a good idea to go? If you can bring a friend, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm not finna travel all the way over there by myself because somebody. Well, if he's going with you, that's different. But if he's asking you to go to him because he's in Greece, yeah, I'm bringing my friend or a sibling or whoever, cousin, somebody, whoever. Who you gonna find in church with some money? That's where the vagabond goes. The pastor, sprinkle, sprinkle. When you're a teenager, it's the people in the youth, the youth night. But when you get old, it's the pastor or the close deacons. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You didn't know that? Okay. That building fund ain't gonna disappear by itself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said no offense to the churchgoers. Y'all know how I am. I offend everybody. Sure, after you've broken up, do you let him know that you were seeing other people during the breakup when he asks you how are things? No, unless he asks you if you dated other people during a breakup, you can still lie and say no. But unless he specifically asks you that question, I really wouldn't volunteer that information. Ooh, the church tax breaks. Okay. Okay. So you said a guy thinks you're too mysterious to the point where he thinks I'm cheating. Should I turn it down a notch? Maybe. If you already think that, sure. Um, but yeah. And the funny thing is married women kind of already do date in a way that they may not even consider themselves dating. Like if you work somewhere and you have a close male coworker and you go out to lunch with that male coworker, you dating. You already dating. If you so you might, if that's what's that, it's already a date. If you go somewhere and you're invited somewhere with a friend and you spark up a conversation with, a male or whatever, that's in the same environment, you already dating. You dating. Not dating like in a relationship, but you're out there and you talking to other men and you're entertaining them and you're dating. It's the same thing. Um, So a lot of women will say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're saying that." But most married women are already dating in a roundabout way. You go if you are a church goer, you go to see your pastor to talk about some things, and he invites you to into his office, and you're all in there for 30 minutes talking and laughing and uh or he invites you to out to eat or whatever, then y'all date in a roundabout way. Or your boss. Y'all dating too. So if he paying, it's free. Y'all talking, you had a good time. That was a date. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and a lot of married women already are dating, and they won't even say that they're dating because they don't consider it dating. But y'all be dating. Okay. Does it bother you when people are constantly staring at you? Like, do you stop what you are doing? No, they better stare after all this work I done put in. Shoot, they better stare. Sprinkle, sprinkle, like I know I didn't do all this for you to be looking at the floor. Okay? Better look over here. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's better. Uh, there you go. How do you hide a ring symbol on your finger when on a date? You don't. You wear your ring. Shoot, they know new parent. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They might have on a ring too. You don't know. And half the time they don't care. If you want to hide it, hide it. If you don't, keep it on. Do you know what I'm saying? You said pre-pandemic, some people are just so mad. Be happy you're alive. Uh, be happy for each day and don't waste it. Hey, what's your advice to turn men at work into your slaves? Basically, it's an office job. Look good, sparkle, sparkle. Look good, play dumb. Ask for help. Look good, play dumb. Ask for help. It's, I mean, isn't that what I always say? Like, now, if you really need help, I mean, you could still ask for help. It don't matter. You should always be able to ask for help. But do you recommend wearing heels at work, or is it too much? Wear blazer dresses that are classy but safe. If you have to stand up a lot, I wouldn't bring two pair of shoes. That way, when I want to look good, I got my options. Okay. Just keep a pair of heels in your office or in a tote bag, or keep a pair of flats in your office or tote bag. But I'm going to have options. If someone ghosts you for a week because they say they're busy with work projects, work in it works in IT, should I not be offended and respond when they text back or ghost them? Um, I really wouldn't, like, honestly. I'm to a point where I would be talking to somebody else at the same time, because like if somebody's going to ghost you for a week because they work in an IT, then obviously you're not a priority to them. So they wouldn't be too upset about that anyway if they ever were to find out. And so I feel like if you're not okay with it, then you should definitely not take it personally, because they're not taking that relationship seriously anyway. So you might as well just go and talk with someone else while they're busy. Take the extra pair advice seriously, ladies. Yep, bring your extra pair of shoes, girl. You might want to go out after work. You don't know. Um. Oh, Marcus, you said your birthday is this month. You know what you want? I know what you want. You want a bunch of money so you could give it to me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I know. When you get that birthday money, you know where to find me. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bring it back over here. Bring it over here. That's the best way you're gonna spend it, to a good cause. Okay. So when's your birthday? I better see you before the month is out with my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If I don't see you, if I don't see it, I'm gonna be mad. You done already told me. You done gave it away. You done gave yourself away. All right. You're strictly friends with a guy. Can you message first sometimes? Potential for Facebook status if he is generous with his money. I mean, if y'all are friends, I don't see the point. If y'all are in a relationship or you trying to be in a relationship, now friends take back forth all the time. It don't even matter. Mm-hmm. Said Mark is about to go ghost again. Let's let's hope he does the right thing. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you don't have to stand up much. He just if I go get coffee. Okay, well then wear heels, girl. You ain't got to walk and stand up. You should have heels on every day. I know I would. No excuse will convince any man to pay for your vacation. At best, you may tag along his bag, your bag. What? Not if you don't know it's for a vacation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why you gotta tell him it's for a vacation? That's the first mistake. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You tell him this was something else. Then you go on vacation. Duh. Y'all be trying to be too honest. What if he says, work on loving me how to respond? What if he says, work on loving me, loving you or loving him? Like loving yourself or loving him? You gotta be more specific. You asked for some good excuses. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, loving him. Work on loving him. Okay, this is what you gotta do. When he's gone, you get like all your framed pictures and like set up a shrine and put his picture on it. And have rose petals at the door when he walks in, like he from Zamunda, okay? And then so it leads like a trail to the altar or the shrine or whatever. Where he walk in, he'll feel loved or cursed, depending on what he believes in. But at the same time, girl, as a joke, y'all know my sense of humor. Like, work on loving you, huh? Okay. You gonna have some food and stuff up there for him. Here's your dinner. You're gonna be afraid to eat it. Why you not eating? I cooked that. It was specifically for you. You said to work on loving you. I made this whole display for you, had rose petals for you at the door, cooked your favorite meal, lit candles. I'm playing some nice, background cultural music. And, I have this honorary photo set up for you with beverages and food all on it. And this is how I show my love for you. Now, please eat the food. Otherwise, don't ask me again. Sprinkle, sprinkle. um, you gonna be careful what he asks you to do next time, girl. You be careful. Anyway. So happy you caught me live. Oh my goodness. Oh, Cash App, sprinkle, sprinkle from Philip. Cash App from Quan. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I forgot to say hello. And thank you for those Cash Apps. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said it sounded like some worship thing. Okay. It's not worship. It's just honorary. Honoring and loving. You say you thinking a couple of nights at the Marriott or Holiday Inn Express. Keep thinking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're think that's all it's gonna stay as a thought. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure. Do you still offer? No, I'm not doing that at the moment. Right now, just try to ask your question here on the video. um, but yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna be on here much longer, but I just wanted to make this video to talk about how I feel that it's perfectly acceptable for married women to date if married men are dating as well. I don't see an issue. Do Cash App take percent of? No, I don't think it does. Cash App don't take that. So I know that a lot of women are frustrated when they're out and they're single and they keep running into married men who are, pursuing them. So I think men should also experience this dilemma as well. So even the playing field a little bit. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why not? Then they'll have these same type of questions on, some other channels, and the men will be like, "Well, every time I find a decent woman and a good woman that I like, they married." Mm-mm-mm. Oh my goodness, really? They're married? Oh well. Now, what may result if that's a gold digger? If you want that woman all to yourself as a man, you gonna have to pay for that divorce, or at least her part of it, or her lawyer or something. You're like, how much is it? It's gonna turn into a whole nother story. Mm-hmm. Why do people don't like you watching the best? So weird and obsessive. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel that it's easier to do that than to pursue something else for themselves. You said your current husband paid for your divorce. For real? Ooh, winter rose. Okay, you did that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry, it's funny to me. That was very nice of him. um, Sheer, why are 40-year-olds so creepy? They mention younger girls' bodies early on. What would be your comeback? Or I say, oh, I see. Well, I'm looking for a man with a little more substance, but good luck. I feel like once men feel like once you're over 18, you're okay to date. Like literally. I feel like men are just waiting on girls to turn 17. I mean, 18 when they're 17. I really feel like men don't discriminate with age unless the woman is way older. So I don't know, like this society is so obsessed with like women who look young that it's almost as if men are um, forced, not even forced, but men are geared and suggested to like younger girls. Just like women are geared and suggested to like men with money, um, or a man who can provide. I just feel like that's what society pushes men and women towards. So definitely, some men won't date younger women because the age difference is obvious because they look old. You know what I'm saying? And some men don't have a problem with it at all. So it just depends on what type of man you meet. So if the man have an issue with you looking very young, or the girl looking very young, chances are they won't date them or take them seriously. But it's always good if you look younger and they're attracted to how you look. But at the same time, that's just what men have always done. hmm You said LA or Florida, which one is better to find a sugar daddy? Neither. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, sprinkle, sprinkle. The only thing stopping most men from being with teenagers is the law. Oh my goodness. How would you get over your provider husband having teenage kids? Should I distance myself if they come around? We are currently pregnant with our own, and I just want it to be us. Um, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. Most teenagers aren't really that much involved in the lives of their parents when they got them cell phones. So I don't think you'll have to worry about that. Maybe like if it's a holiday or something, they may say hello, whatever, whatever, and then they're back to their whatever they've been doing. The best way to get money from a huh? What's the title? Should married women date? Yeah, I corrected it. So I think if you're on this, it'll be corrected later when it probably stops because I changed the title um and corrected it. So I don't know if it has registered yet. How do you deal with being genuinely disgusted with men sometimes, especially when it comes to topics like these? I don't think I've ever been genuinely disgusted with men ever because I feel like being generally disgusted by someone means that like you took it personally or like you find it offensive towards you individually, or like it's I'm more disgusted by other things than I am men, because men you can change, or men you can seduce, or men you can persuade. So to me, um, or men you can, get something out of them. Like I feel like it's not something I would. Some men are not disgusting to me. You know what I'm saying? So even if they act their worst, I still see like, okay, I'm learning, I'm studying, I see what they're doing, I see why they're doing it. And at the same time, I see how I can persuade them to do something different or get benefit from it or something like that. So I never see them as disgusting. Um it- Honestly, it's comical to me. Like a lot of men are comical to me how they act. And I may learn from it, I may observe it, because it's just who they are, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Can you still take advantage even when disgusted? I don't know. Like I said, the only time I've ever really been disgusted, it was not because it was a man. It was because like um their action. You know what I'm saying? Like if anyone would have done a certain action, I would have been disgusted, man or woman. But it's not because they're a man that I'm disgusted, or because they do things that men do that I was disgusted. It's mainly because it's something that a person, male or female, should not do if they don't want to discuss people. You know what I mean? So I'm never disgusted by men. I'm never disgusted by women. I'm disgusted by actions that people shouldn't be doing, whether they're men or women. You said only due to actions, as you said, right? So you might be discussing an action that they've done, but like I always say, how can you benefit from that action, or how can you learn from that action, or how can you? Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Let's be real. A man's stinky breath has. Oh my gosh. Yeah, have to break out the Vicks vapor rub for under your nose. Mm-hmm. How are you not disgusted that they objectify us so forwardly? How do you take advantage of it? Um, Honestly, if you objectify yourself first and foremost, what can they do? How can they objectify you even further if you already objectify yourself? If you already objectify yourself, you're in control of objectifying yourself. All they're doing is watching you sitting in line and observing what has already been done. So a lot of women naturally objectify themselves um, before a man could even do that. So if a man objectifies you, then use that to your advantage. You know, if they say, "Oh, you just, I just like you because of how you look," it's like, okay, well then these looks cost. Oh, well, I just like you because you do this really well in bed. Okay, well, nothing ain't nothing free in this world. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I like you because then you can tell him, I thought that's why you liked me. Take your power back. Don't allow people to make you feel like you had no choice in the matter. If you objectify yourself, then no one else can do it for you. And you control the objectification. Okay. You said you don't put every man in the same category. Yeah, I don't put them in the same category either. They put themselves in the categories, right? I remember we used to get 1K live. What happened to your audience? Um, well, I blocked a lot. I block a lot of the comments now, and a lot of the trolls left. And yeah, so what is the correct title? Should married women date? It's not a good time of day. People are at work. Usually I go live at night or in the afternoon. What time is it? Yeah. People, everybody at work, child. You said except Marcus. Oh, sprinkle, Shay. Shay sent me some cash app. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't check it. My phone didn't go off. But yeah, I'm not worried about that. hmm If I want 1K, all I gotta do is put on a certain type of top and put a controversial title up there and bounce around. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's not why I'm here, darling. How you doing? If I want, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. But I gotta check my ego sometimes. I'm gonna check it right now for the sake of those who don't know who I am. All right. Um. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, all that money was coming from people who were very generous and donating to me, and for one reason or another. Okay. You say you date somebody, but his hairline gone. He takes you out wherever, but no gifts. You want to have sex with him once for your birthday. It's been 2 months. You think I should wait? um, it sounds like you want to, but you have a problem with his hair. So I don't know. Like, you like that? Maybe he should just shave it all off. I don't know. I think you sound like you already know what you're gonna do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Sounds like you already made up your mind. If the hairline gone, he should pay you extra. What? Okay. Interesting. A dusty you taking currently pierced a tongue ring. I feel what an idiot. Oh my god. A tongue ring? Okay. He Shira is afraid of all this good luck. No, I'm not, Marcus. I'm not. I'm afraid of you thinking that you have a chance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't. I'm not trying to lead you on. You know, every time you comment, I need to see some money. If you think you have a chance, darling. Anyway, he knows what I'm gonna say. He don't care. He already knows who I am. So a lot of ladies ask, like, why, like, how do I tell this person this? Or if I'm friends with somebody for a long time, how do I turn it to a relationship? And what if I want them to pay all my bills? And how do I not seem like a gold digger? By being, if you are in a friendship with somebody, or if you know somebody a long time, let them know who you are, like I do. And so if they do want to take it to that next level, or that next step, they will be prepared to deal with who you are. If they can't say that they never knew or they didn't know any better, because if they are paying attention to you and they know what you like, what you don't like, what you expect, what you won't tolerate, then they already know how to get you to the next level. And if they want a relationship with you, they already know what they have to do. So if you start off as friends, or just knowing someone on a not a relationship level, they already know who you are. So you don't really have to do much. But if you're just meeting someone and dating them, and you have to act the part. You have to act like the type of person that expects certain things. Don't don't do certain things if other things aren't provided, A, B, C, and D. So they won't have to really ask, and you won't really have to explain. They'll just see, like, okay, well, she likes this and she likes that. So that's what I'll do. Okay. Or I'm not going to get a response doing this, so I need to do that instead. Uh-oh, Marcus said he mad. Oh, well. What? He said his friend is good to you, too. Oh, my goodness. Appet- he said, what are these Dusties doing here? Hopefully they're here to donate. He said she would taught you to stay calm and get your money. Okay. Fairy Rose says one of her rich friends became her boyfriend, but you already set a precedent as Mrs. Pick me, shaking your head. Oh. Well, well, you can change. You can start getting higher standards. Like, your standards don't have a cutoff date to when that they can rise. Okay, right. It's like, oh, I want this now. So, when you have, if you're in a friendship or if you're dating, especially if, first of all, if you already married, there's no need to try to push for any type of commitment in a relationship, or for the person you're dating, because you're already married. You kind of want to leave it up to that person that you're dating to take things seriously or not with you. Because if you don't, then, like, you're the married person. And a lot of times when married men are dating women, they forget that, that they're married, and they want the woman that they're dating to only exclusively date that married man, or not be with anybody else, or hold on to a false promise. So what I'm saying is, don't give hope where there is no hope. Um, but if that person is adamant, like, a lot of women will ask me, how do I get this woman um, out of his life? Like, how do I get her to leave him? How do I get his wife to leave him, or whatever? Um, in my old videos, I just, I would tell my story, but at the same time, is that the man you really want, or is that the man you want to date? Is that the man you want to marry, or is that the man you want to date? Y'all have to remember that. Sometimes you don't want to marry a certain type of man, but you just want to date a certain type of man. Just like men want to date a certain type of woman, but they don't want to marry them. So before you try to, maneuver and, get out of relationships and things like that, ask yourself, is that the type of man that you want to date long term and marry? Or if you just want to date, never like, don't consider um, leaving anytime soon unless it's beneficial to you. Um, okay. You said for play husbands. Oh my goodness. My jealous family member keeps hating on my weight loss. You lost 50 pounds. Oh my God, what shall you do? How are they hating on weight loss? Isn't that hard to do? Like, how do you hate on weight loss? I'm curious. Ooh, you lost too much weight. Ooh, you losing too much weight. Is that what they're saying? You need to stop. You look better big. Is that what they say? Because that's what a lot of people do when people start losing weight. Um, I just tell them take me out to eat. Then take me out to eat. I'm hungry. Then order a salad, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is married women dating only if the man is dating to end the marriage? No, it don't matter. She date whenever she want to date. I feel like men don't give the woman the same consideration, so why should the woman? You know what I'm saying? Is yeah. They don't have to know. Just keep it discreet and don't put it in their face. They won't care. Um, and when I say dating, like I don't mean like enter another whole relationship unless y'all take it to that level. I do mean just dating, like going out, having fun, going to dinner, going to a concert, something like that, but not like in an exclusive relationship. Now, if you become in an exclusive relationship, then one of those relationships are going to start lacking in most ways. So, and then that's when you may come to the discussion of, is it time for me to separate and leave? Or, do I like being able to date again? Or should I slow down on the dating relationship and, take a break? It just depends, because ask a man. Ask a man who's done it. They'll tell you how they handle it. I need some space. I got to spend more time with my wife, my family. I'll call you later. I'll call you on the weekend. Y'all know how y'all do it. You said immoral if they hate, right? Do you believe in marrying for love? Do I believe in marrying for love? If men do. Do men believe in marrying for love? I'm just curious. You said your mom was so happy when you weighed what she weighed, but once you started leveling up, she started being passive aggressive with me. Oh, well, what can you do? Just she'll get used to it, and I'm sure it'll stop. Just new. It's just new to her. And once she gets used to you being leveled up, it'll stop. Okay. Marrying for love means that I love the lifestyle that he can provide for you. Okay. I think we need to start asking these questions to men. Because women are always so worried about, what if you marry for love? What if you marry for this? Well, I can't do this with this type of person, and I don't know if I could marry for money. And why don't we ask men these questions? Why do the men get married? Most of the time, they'll say, "I felt pressure. She was pregnant. I was old. I might as well have gotten married. You know, I've been with her 10 years. I might as well." Why do men get married? Is it because they're in love? Is it for love? Do men be like, I can't wait to get married because I love this woman so much? So why in return should then women turn around and marry for love? So all I know is ask the men why they marry. Oh, she can cook. Oh, she makes a good mother. Oh, she does this. Oh, she does that. I don't hear nothing about no love. I love her. I'm in love with her. Go ask a man why he chose to get married. And sometimes it's so nobody else can have her. You don't know. Someone said convenience. Why pay fair in an unfair world? hmm Social status makes them look better and more stable to their peers and family. Okay. Yeah. Half these people don't end up with the one that they love, just someone who they can settle with. Okay. Because, like, honestly, if if most people married the women or the men that they felt like they loved, whatever that definition means to them, you wouldn't go out and get hit on by married men, and you wouldn't go out and run into married women all the time who are willing to date you if people married for love. So when people ask me that question, I'm always curious as to what love means to them, and if their parents married for love, or if they married for love, or if they plan on marrying for love, and if their spouse is marrying them for love. Because you may be marrying for love, but your spouse may not be marrying you for love. You don't know. Um, because obviously there are some people that are marrying for love and some people who are not marrying for love, and they're in the same relationship or the same marriage. So my point is, if you're married for love, then that's wonderful. That's great. Don't be out and about and dating or trying to hit on women or single women. And same, like, if the woman is in love and married for love, she wouldn't be out dating or talking to men. Because most of the time when you are in a relationship and you are feeling a certain type of way, if you love somebody, you don't entertain anything else. You really don't. It's like bypass. um mhm. You're going to marry somebody for love. Oh, Marcus, oh, you got another girlfriend? Okay. That takes you for you and not your money. That's wonderful. Congrats. Married men act more single than single men. Okay. You definitely marry for both, but more so for the money. Okay. But when you marry for both and one doesn't work out or pan out for you, then what? You stuck with the one. What if you're stuck with the one you didn't really care for that much? What are you gonna do? Okay. Marry for both and hopefully you get one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. if you can. Why? Okay, I already read that. So yeah, the discussion on, if y'all are just tuning in, is should married women date? Shira, your husband just walked in on you. I found out about a credit card and asked when he was going to tell me. I said, it's like you're trying to live for yourself. He bounced. A credit card? That's strange. Is your name on it? I guess if you're married and he doesn't pay the credit card bill, then you could also get in debt for that. I don't know. The money marriage though. Hmm. It's almost Halloween. You almost forgot. Are you doing a costume this year? You said a vampire? Y'all just gonna have to see. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-oh. Henry, sprinkle, sprinkle. How much would a 45-year-old guy have to earn per year to pull a woman at your attractiveness level at age 30? How much would a 45-year-old guy have to earn each year to? Oh, so if I were 30. Okay. Uh, if I was 30 and you was 45, you'd be too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh, I mean, you might be old enough. It depends on your maturity level and your career. Does your career have potential to earn more? Would you be able to fully provide and take care of that 30-year-old um, before and after she decides to have children? Will she have to work? Will she be able to drive the type of car she wanted? Those would be my questions. But sprinkle, sprinkle, appreciate the donation. Don't run after money, looking for true partner. Okay. What's a true partner for a man? That's so strange. If you find out that he's married when you're 3 months into a relationship, would you continue dating him if you're in love? If he paying my bills, I done already quit my job. Yeah. Okay, I ain't gonna go back to work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yep, he lied. It's his fault. Why should I suffer? I'm gonna get my money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If a man don't provide, he don't love you. Okay. Yep. If if you're dating somebody and they're already doing everything for you, and they all of a sudden you find out they married, okay. Hear these bills, they still do. I'm mad, so you're gonna have to take me shopping and act as well. It is what it is. The title is gonna be fixed as soon as the video goes off because I already fixed it. It's just not gonna register yet. It says, should married women date? Hmm. Is this a, yeah, no. What do y'all think of the Oprah Gale interview? They were both read for filth for lying about Michael. That's old news. Okay, here are the bills. They are still due. LOL. I know, like that don't change nothing. Your marriage don't change my due dates on them bills. It don't change my employment status either. So I'm sorry. This is I can't help it. Just don't be no fool for no man. Try play them like they do us. Okay. Married men often hit on you. They got no shame. Of course, they don't have no shame. They married. They will wear the ring out on a date with you, girl. Everybody keeps saying that you have to look good to attract a man with money, but it isn't true. That men love all kinds of women. They do. I think most people are just being general about what certain types of men like in the majority because everybody likes individually different things or different types of people. So I think they're just going with the majority when they say that, you know. Men can be very wicked creatures. They don't care if they break a woman's heart. Okay. But see, all they're doing is just teaching a woman how to do the same thing. So, once they realize that what they've done, then they want to complain about how women are this way and how women are that way and how women should be a certain way and not the way that they are. Well, it's because perhaps that's how they became. They learned from other men on how to break hearts, and that's what they do because that's all they know, and that's all how they learn. If you learn how to break a heart from a heartbreaker, then instead of focusing on the negative, you gain something, you gain some knowledge on how to do it exactly, and then you go do the same thing. So you can't really blame a woman for doing those things if men do them to her. All she did was learn a lesson. It don't mean she learned her lesson. It just means she learned a lesson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, I learned my lesson from dealing with that type of man. Or I learned a lesson from dealing that type of man. Which one is it? Both? One? Both? Could be both. So all you're doing is spreading whatever it is, as a man that you've done, and you've just taught the woman how to do it. That's all. You said male heartbreakers taught you how to break hearts. Okay. So, it's not, I don't feel like it's fair for someone to get into a relationship and get their heart broken because a man broke a woman's heart. And so now she's breaking hearts. I do feel like it is not fair, but you can warn the person. You can say, you know what? I'm difficult. I'm a handful. I'm crazy. I want what I want. And if they still want to pursue, then maybe that's a lesson they're trying to learn as well. Maybe that's what they want to know. So they go off and do it to someone else and so on and so forth. Perhaps that's what it is. But that's, sometimes that's what it takes. You need to warm them more, but they still stay. I know. They think you playing hard to get. No, I'm telling you. Look, I'm crazy. I'll break your heart, stitch it back together, embalm it, break it again, stitch it, hook it up to some volts and strike it with lightning and plasma and bring you back to life and break it again. How you doing? Just because I know how. Oh, that's sexy. Okay. Oh, you're interesting. Oh, that's mysterious. Oh, you're different. I know. It's a Frankenstein. Okay, well, I don't think you could do that to me. Well, I don't want to, but if it come down to it, care about your feelings, forget the heart. They don't do same as they do the law of power. Yeah, like uh, I think a lot of people put so much emphasis on heartbreak, heartbreak. Is it really heartbreak if your heart wasn't in it? Is it heartbreak if you're more mental than you are emotional? Is it heartbreak if you are forced to deal with like someone else's emotions and not how you normally deal with certain types of situations? So, for example, if you're a cold person and you really don't have a lot of emotions and you have a relationship and it doesn't end the way you wanted it to end or whatever, and you could care less and you don't care, um, some people have a problem with that and they want to say, well, you're cold hearted and it's not normal that you don't feel a certain way. It's like, well, then I ain't normal. I thought you knew when you first met me. I am not normal. And see, a lot of times a problem with men is that they expect a woman to be very emotional and they expect a woman to like react a certain way. And when that woman doesn't do that, then they have an issue with it. It's like, I'm not normal. I don't react a certain way. Um, and so a lot of people don't really believe that. But this is the type of woman that exists in the world now. We don't care anymore. It's almost as if, like, oh, well, on to the next. He said female nurturing should be reserved for animals and children. Exactly. Um, and a lot of men feel like, oh, well, these women are so cold and calculating and da 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 da. Well, if you realize that they're cold and calculating because you try to make them feel some sort of way, well, it's a good thing that they were, you know, because you don't want to be on that show Snapped. So it's a good thing that they don't feel a certain type of way. It's probably better for the protection of certain people. Like it's probably good for your protection. They don't care enough. They don't care enough to feel anything about the situation. So that's good for both parties. Oh, I don't feel nothing for you, and you don't feel anything for me. Okay, on to the next. Or just on to the next direction. But a lot of men get upset because they didn't affect the woman like they wanted to, or the woman could get upset because it didn't affect the man like they wanted it to. But some people just don't have those type of emotions anymore. They're done. Like they've all been, used up and thrown out in the garbage somewhere and saying, well, you know what? I don't need those anymore. They serve no purpose for me. And so they just don't have them. It's like I can't react because I don't have that to react with. But I can act. hmm So honestly, when you're a lovey-dovey woman, you will hurt more. Exactly. If you treat them like an invisible and pay less attention, do they be interested still? It depends on if they're interested. Yeah, if they're initially interested, then if they still probably will be, unless they find someone else that is interesting as well. When you left a relationship, it's like it never happened. I get over things quickly. Exactly. Right. Well, you get over stuff quickly. Sometimes people have an issue with that. Well, did you ever really love me? Or, are you sure? Then they start to question your femininity. Well, uh, That doesn't seem very feminine to me, that you wouldn't feel a certain type of way. You know what? Who are you to judge femininity if you're not a woman? Okay. What do you think about having a cheating clause before marriage so you financially benefit? I mean, it's up to that individual, but you know, if they get caught. What do you think of having a cheating clause before I if it I mean, people gonna cheat if they want to or not. It's only if they get caught. So he'll just be extra careful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll stop the cheating. I think if he gets caught, it will. It will affect him, but or her. But at the same time, it's only if they get caught. Mm-hmm. They gotta get caught, girl, or it's a waste of time. Imagine if you could sue a man for cheating if you both signed a no cheating contract. I think that would take the never mind. Isn't that the marriage vows anyway? But you don't sign a contract. It's just the marriage vows. So you lie when you get married. You got to sign a contract as well. If I sign a no cheating clause, then that man gonna have to be very special. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And so would that woman to that man, I bet. It's like, no cheating? And I have to do what if I cheat? Do I know myself well enough to know that I will or won't cheat? What if she gets, you know, what if she gains 300 pounds? You think a man gonna sign that? Oh, you can't cheat? Okay. Can I get over here? So men, I think men fear that a lot. Oh, what if she gains like 300 pounds? I can't cheat. Oops. Ain't no man signing that contract. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll try to divorce before that. It's illegal for businessmen to defraud consumers, but not for men to defraud women. I wonder why. Mm. Well, if it's illegal to do certain things and there's loopholes in the law, then the law was written to help people defraud. You know, and all you can't really like a lot of people will be like that's wrong, but it's legally a certain way on purpose so that people can do that, which is messed up because it's but it is what it is. Honestly, I would not um fault anybody for legally using loopholes to do something if they were smart enough to figure it out. But I mean, that's the same thing if you were to hire a lawyer, that's what you're paying them to actually do. Find a loophole so you can get off, you know? So I don't think we can take it like, oh, as long as it's convenient for me, then I accept, these loopholes for doing this. But when it's not okay for me, then I don't accept them. Well, whatever. Look, if I need some loopholes, I know who to call. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or I know how to loop. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I said, I learned a lesson, not learn. your lesson, but learn a lesson. Always. You got a husband and a lover. Your husband is 20 years older than you, and together for 8 years, your husband said, I could do what I like, just come home to him. Uh-oh, Karen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, that's cool. What? But anyway, it's a good sign when a man tells you that you're a handful or or complains that you are cold. Is it? You said a husband and a lover, that's all you want. Oh. Shira's presence raises your vibration. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, our femme fatales in classic movies are feminine and cold as ice. My marriage vows for Shira. Boy, no, you, Marcus. I'm sorry. I can't. I can't. Mm-mm. Who broke your heart? Like blood can't be replaced. Love is the gift. No two relationships are alike. And wrong to judge present with past. Improve your bag, not possessions, but good encounters. Um, it's not who broke my heart. It's how many times do hearts get broken? That's the whole point. It's like, is it even considered broken anymore? Do you have two hearts now? You know what I'm saying? Like some people will say, "Oh, I have a heart," but people that have been heartbroken a lot have two hearts. You know, they don't even consider it one thing anymore. It's like, "Oh, it's been broken so much, I got two." You know, you got two lungs, two kidneys, and two hearts. Because this is how people have actually evolved because of how, I guess, society deems it's okay to treat people. So now it's like, what's that? Oh, you feel something? Girl, that's gas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, girl, that's one of my hearts. So, why do women go for married men? The same reason married men go for women when they married. Single women. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because that's what they want to do. You said you want your heart to be like the Grinch heart. Oh my goodness. How do you know when you need some time alone in a relationship to let it breathe? Time alone in a relationship. Time alone in a relationship. Um, when you ask that question, sprinkle, sprinkle, they find satisfaction in having what someone else has. Really? How do you know? Yeah, when you have to ask that question, that's how you know. Okay. You said you're a woman. That's how you know. Bring every MF to his knees. Oh my goodness. That's not a plan. Like that's not what women should set out to do. But that is what usually happens in relationships when the woman is no longer happy with the relationship. Mhm. But I don't recommend women go out and purposely break people's hearts. I'm saying that instead of allowing, people to treat you any sort of way, you have a method of self-defense if you so need it. Or you have a way of viewing things to where it doesn't affect you like it affects others. Okay. You said everyone needs space from their man sometime. Yeah, it's called separation, divorce, dating other people. And that's what it's called. Do you believe Meghan and Harry are real love? Something can be real love momentarily and then it can change. So, I mean, at um at what point of their relationship? I don't know. I don't know. It could have been, it could be, it could still be, I don't know. Things change. You said Megan is smart. Mhm. You said you find it funny you can be very sweet, but then when a man gets on your nerves, you turn cold and disappear. They get mad in the moment, but moments later, here they come. Exactly. Huh. Do you think women that choose to be child free will have a similar or different experience in finding providers as women who want to have children or child free ladies at it? It depends on how old you are, first of all, and how old that man is, and if he wants kids or not with a woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's everything is depending on another thing. So it's almost like, okay, why do you? How old are you? Do you not have kids? Do you want kids? Can you have kids? Those are the questions they'll probably ask you. And that's the like if you're still young, fairly young, if you're open to having kids and um you for most of your knowledge know that you're fertile, I don't think that they would care. They'll probably date you. Definitely, especially if they have the same um, mindset and views about dating people with children. How do you stop the mind games from a man? The best way to stop mind games from a man is to play play the game so profusely that they stop playing it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger, I used to play like video games, and I didn't know none of the moves or what button is for what. I just pressed all the buttons and and moved the little remote control thing every which direction, and I until I won. Okay, so play so profusely that they stop playing. You know what I'm saying? Profusely play, overplay, play, do everything. Just that's how. I mean, that's the only way that I could beat someone at like one of those like games. You just push all the buttons in all the directions, and hopefully something work out, and usually it do. Um, oh, I won. Okay, bye. See you later. That was easy. Um, that's all. That's all I had to do. And so play them back until you win and they surrender. I guess. I mean, y'all trying to. If you don't know the rules or the moves to a certain type of game, what can you do with that? you know. There you either play or get played. I don't know. How to get a man to listen to your boyfriend of 2 years still hasn't come to see me, and it's because of my baby mama drama. He's emotionally blocked, and I'm doing all I can to help. Okay, so your boyfriend of 2 years still hasn't come to see you. Then he ain't your boyfriend. And it's because of baby mama drama. He's emotionally blocked, and I'm doing all you can to help. It sounds like you in a long distance relationship that never was, and you are part-time therapist. So honestly, I would not consider him my boyfriend, and I would date someone that was available. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That could come see you. You know. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like honestly, if you're not happy, then change them. Hmm. Or have to. You know, he when he finally comes to you, you might be with somebody else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, don't chase. If you're gonna chase anything, chase something that is beneficial for you, like knowledge or you know how to improve this or how to improve that about something. But if you're gonna chase a person, at least if you're gonna chase a person, at least allow that person to be beneficial to you. And I don't recommend it. Don't chase something. Um, they should be chasing you. You say you're trying to help, but he don't listen. It's if he did, he wouldn't be in all this bad situation my baby mama put him. Then he ain't gonna listen. If he haven't started listening yet, he ain't gonna listen. What are you gonna do? Stop talking. You said you don't have a heart for brokenness. Exactly. Look, a man who likes the real you is beneficial. Okay, that's true. He said he wasted your time, girl. Um, you said why do you help him overcome his baby mama drama? That's not your place. Just start some new drama. That way he gonna have to live. He gonna have to choose. I can't deal with all this drama. I'm. You know what? If you got to do all of that, you might as well just copy and paste what you tell him every time, cause he ain't gonna listen. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said start more drama. Well, you don't have to start more drama, but just copy and paste what you said to him last time and save your energy, girl. Uh, if he don't say, "Hey, this is what you told me last time," then obviously he ain't even reading it either. If his ex girl come for you, how do you handle her? I don't because I'm. Why would she come for me? You know what I'm saying? Like this is. I think we're too sophisticated for that, and we're not on that level. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what certain people do anymore. Like when you get to a certain age and a certain mentality. You don't do stuff like that anymore. Like, hello. Yes, may I help you? I heard you was messing with my man. Well, then you should be talking to your man, not me. Because it take two to tango, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Call him up. Let's talk to him together. Call him up. Your girlfriend's over here and she's concerned. Do you want me to put her on the phone? Hello? Yeah. I don't fight. Okay, I'm a lover, not a fighter. Best of luck. Tell them these bills due. Sprinkle, sprinkle, bye. All right. Tell them these bills due. See you later. Just stop trying to help men and give them advice and grow up and take responsibility. Use that for your benefit. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is it best to go for the oldest or whoever is more generous with their money? Whatever you want at the time, that's what you go for. Like, whatever you need at the time, that's what you need to go for. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say that is because a lot of women are asking me these questions. I'm not going to live your life for you. So I don't know what you want. What do you need? And what is most beneficial to you right now? And what are you doing these, what are you getting in relationships for? Do you have something in mind that you need to accomplish as a reason for getting into relationships that are financially beneficial to you? Like, are you just doing it for no reason? Do you have a plan? Are you going to save? Are you going to open a business? What is your plan? If you are just doing this because you think it's cute or fun or whatever, then do what suits you at the moment and in the time. What you need to be doing is figuring out why you're even doing this in the first place, and if you have a plan to go with it. Otherwise, date whoever you want. Like, dating with a purpose means dating with a purpose. Date with a purpose and get a result. If you have a result, then it'll be all worth it in the end. I'm on Patreon. Patreon, not Patreon. I'm on Patreon. Yes. It's in the description of the video, my Patreon link. And I'm going to go in a few minutes. You can't break your nails in stilettos fighting. I'm not getting ready to fight. I'm a grown woman. I'll fall down and start shaking. We're going to fight in court. But I'm not getting ready to fight. I'm too bougie and too old for that. And y'all know where I live. I live in Texas. You step on somebody's property, it don't matter what you came to do. Y'all know how that is. I don't fight. I'm too old to fight. Y'all should be too, hopefully. Or too classy to fight, okay? I wouldn't even know I'd be laughing before anything. I'm like, what? Girl, that's so ghetto. We don't do that here. Hold on, let me set up my phone so I can at least send it to World Star if I'm gonna partake in such a ghetto activity. Hold on, let me set my phone up so I can at least go viral. Hold on. What y'all do? Take off y'all earrings? Okay, let me see. Okay, don't hit my face. We're gonna have rules. Like you can't hit below. You got to keep it under here. I gotta have the camera at this angle because I look good from this angle. Okay? And don't snatch my wig. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Those are the rules if you want to fight. If not, then leave the property, darling. Ah. She said she busted someone upside their head. I've been yearning to see footage. No, someone a man elbowed me in the temple when I was out when I was way younger, and um, I guess because my high standards offended him because he was dusty, and my natural reaction was to hit them over the head with the glass that I had in my hand. I mean, there was no thinking behind it. It was just an automatic response of self-defense. So I don't know. I wasn't fighting. That was self-defense. Okay. Yeah, that was when I was in my 20s. Dust repelling arm. Yeah, just went into automatic mode and just hit whatever was nearby. Um, uh, Dusties will attack you and stay. I don't like. Here's my. I'm getting ready to go in like a few minutes. Here's my best advice to anybody who don't like men. I mean, who don't like being rejected because the woman's standards are too high. Look, date within your league. Then, okay, great. Everybody knows that. If you don't like rejection, then turn it down a couple notches. Okay. If you don't see rejection or you don't see things as rejections, then continue on. But some people got issues. Okay. Women have to come out here and lie, talk about they got 5, 6, 7 kids just so the dusty can reject them first. So like men who like are out and about and drinking and talking to women and get mad when they get rejected. Look, you're gonna get rejected whether you know it or not sometimes because women are more clever these days and they can lie to you so that you reject them. So just learn how to deal and don't make a woman have to spill it out. You could tell she's not interested by the way her eyeballs are looking. She's gonna be like, she will not make eye contact with you. She will start to make excuses as to asking what time it is. It's almost time to go. She's gonna be looking for her friend. She's gonna be digging in her purse. Those are telltale signs that she don't want to talk to you. Okay. Look, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, what time is it? My friend's supposed to be calling. Oh, I need to find something in my purse. Oh yeah. If they're doing that, they don't want you. They don't want to talk to you, baby. Just walk away. Don't make them sit up there and think of some lies. Mm-hmm. You said that's how she would do it to you. Mm-hmm. You want to see me throw hands? I didn't throw hands. I just threw glass or hit. Was a cheers. Was like this, but this was the glass and this was the head. Uh, you said that's a fetish to see me throw a glass at people. No, I'm not proud of that moment. It was a reaction. Why can women be so catty sometimes? This was not another woman. This was a man. It was self-defense. Like, I wouldn't be fighting no woman. I don't care about that. I just get up and walk. You can have them. I don't care. I'll go get another one. Oh, I'm not finna fight over no dude. Bye. Um, what you gonna do after you win the fight? Go get your prize? My man. All right. Take care of him. Bye. That's the one thing I've never understood, why women are fighting literally, physically for men. Like, if you got to do all of that, you can have them because I ain't going to do all of that. I'm not no bodyguard. Um, Go ahead. Go ahead, bodyguard. If I should stay, I would only be in your. So I go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I don't think I love you. Okay. You said if you throw a lamp at him, you weren't meant to work. Okay. How can a man hit a girl in the temple? You got to be crazy doing that as a man. I know. That's why he probably still have a scar today. Uh, you say you see girls cooking full course meals on TikToks, 5-course meals on TikToks. Good for them. How what they be doing? Do they charge? They got a card. They got a business. They catering. Okay, I'm getting ready to go. If you fight for a man, congratulations, you are officially his caged up dancing. Oh my goodness, no. They cook for their boyfriends? Oh my goodness. Good for them. You show me a boyfriend cooking a 5-course meal for the woman, then I'll be impressed. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What profession of men do you recommend dating and avoiding based on characters that come with their career? Girl, I don't know. They could be lying about their career. So how do you really know? Just want to say I'm the best. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, out of all the men I've ever dated, their careers, I guess the worst, the best and the worst. Let's see. No career is the worst because they ain't got no money. A job, that's second worst because they have to answer to a boss. Um, Third, I would say anything that does not have a set schedule and is all over the place. So anything where you have to respond to another person, like maybe a service type job, no. Or if you own a business and you got to go out and do this, and that, and leave and travel, say no. I think any type of the best would be like owning your own business or owning their own business and not having to always work every day, but when they choose to. So I figured like an entrepreneur type. or someone who's in control of their own schedule, definitely. Because then, like, it's like when you want to do something, they got to go check with this and they got to go check with that, this person. They got to schedule this. I'm like, nah, forget it, yeah, whatever. If you can't just take off, then bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You say you usually stay away from military guys, preachers, and athletes. Okay. What do you do if an ex wants to see the dog that he bought for you after a breakup? He wants to take the dog for the weekend. He can have the dog. If he wants to take a dog, then he can buy it. So, you want this dog? You want to take full custody of the dog? Okay. You want to buy the dog? Or tell him the dog died and there ain't no reason to come by. Stay over there. I ain't finna be extra nice for no reason. Oh, the dog is no longer with us. Sorry. I'll send you a piece of his fur. Bye. Like y'all ain't got no keys. That's a dog. Come on. The dog is no longer with us. So sorry. Don't call back ever. Bye. All right. Why didn't you tell me? It's a dog. All right. I told him he could meet you at the park, but he wants to keep him for the weekend. Y'all acting like, okay, I'm the type of person, I'm not a dog person. Never was, never have been, never will be. So y'all work that out, baby. I can't. Y'all acting like dogs was kids. If you date someone self-employed, his schedule could be all over the place with different projects. That's true, but he could adjust them. He said, "I got a dog. I do have a dog, but I treat it like a dog. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a dog." Anyway. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.